So my next question is that uh, as we talk about the sciences, and we say that our culture is completely based on science, as we talked about the culture, and our culture is completely based on science. So my question is, how can we change the notion that the Indian sciences like astronomy, Agam Shastra, astrology, and spirituality also, so it is quoted by the West as it is considered by West as a pseudoscience. So how can we change this notion that the world is thinking about?
Considered by the West as pseudoscience, but you yourself in the questions asked said about pranayam, and they're calling it some heart bot. What did they call it?
Cultural cardiac coherence breathing exercise.
So there you go. They themselves have accepted it. So what more do we want? Right now, this brings me to my next point. The notion is already changing. The difference is we as Bharatiyas have to accept it.
Yes, sir.
And the sooner we do it ourselves and not wait for the Western world to justify it for us, in a better way, the better it is for us. Because human consciousness, like you mentioned about pranayam and this whatever cardiac breathing or whatever that is, human consciousness is being studied extensively. You won't believe it or not, it is being studied extensively with massive funding in at least 64 different countries around the world. We are not doing enough. Right? Now, we need to understand one more thing. This was already been done by our rishis and rishikas thousands of years ago. What the Western world is now finding as a starting point or a way to start today was done thousands of years ago, or it was the starting point for the rishis when it all began. Okay, so the other cultures have to invent, reinvent, and look for things in front, like move forward. What we need to do is look within and look into our past, and that is why it is important to understand and learn history, because we learn a lot from it, right? So
Yes,
we need to go back into our system, go back into our genes, because that knowledge continues to be within us and grow within us through our genes, and because of the sheer sense of us being Bharatiyas. So we need to take a step back, go back to what the Rishikas and Rishis spoke about and talked and delivered, and take science forward that way. It is all here. We just have to make the effort of getting it out. That's all. There is nothing more to it. Another aspect, right? Science is not limited just to matter. And the other nations and other countries are realizing that and are understanding that now. That's why you see a lot of funding in sciences like quantum science, quantum physics, quantum sciences, and all those aspects. This was not something that was done, a few decades ago. Now, everyone is getting into it because they know the power of it and they know how important it is. So this whole issue of, sciences just being limited to matter started with the Victorian Enlightenment. We need to understand that there is a material part to science and there is a spiritual part to science, and that's what your pranayam talks about. So to understand what is our scientific know-how and construct, we have to look back, and that is what we are not doing. It's as simple as that. Why don't we look back? The moment we look back, we are ashamed because we are engineered to think so. The first thing they'll talk to you about is the Varna system, without even understanding the science behind the Varna system. And then you mix Varna with caste. What is caste? Caste is jati. There is a difference between Varna and jati. What is Varna? Varna is color. Color to identify and fulfill your potential. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then they talk to you about Johar, they talk to you about Sati, without even understanding the science behind it, without even understanding what it is that we did with it. Everything is misquoted, taken out of context. Yes, the Ajurveda talks about the mouth, the arms, and the legs.
The torso and the legs. So it
Torso
says
and
that
the legs. Yes.
Upper part is Brahman, then hence are Kshatriya, and then torso is Vaishya, and then lower part is Shudra.
Correct. But why is it so? Has anybody asked why is it so? The arms and the limbs move. And that is why you need people to go out and do the work and carry the word forward and carry the knowledge that we have gained forward. So that is the job. It doesn't mean that the person belongs to a particular caste. It is even a Brahmin by birth, his varna can be that of a Shudra. I'm going to leave that for another time because it's a very, very deep subject and too much to go into. But just to leave it at this, I want to say that there's a difference between Jati and there's a difference between Varna. And I'll probably talk about this at length at some other time because it is important for all of us to know about this. So the moment we look back, you're thrown all these aspects, and fellow Indians, fellow Bharatiyas are the ones who throw this at your face.
Yes.
And you immediately get ashamed. I would say don't be ashamed. At the Bharata First Knowledge Center, we've done an entire 50-hour module on just this, on Indian culture, what it means, where it is from, how it has come about, and why we should not be ashamed or why we should not be put down by people who talk about the past, because our past is glorious. We just need to understand the nuances and understand our true past. Only then can we take on these pseudo Bharatiyas who keep talking about caste and throwing it in our faces. Right? So it's a whole 50-hour program that we've done at the Knowledge Center. So those who want to get more information about it and want to understand it in a better way can take it up that way, because I will not do justice, and I will not be able to communicate this in the right way in just about 5 to 6 minutes. But anyways, finally, just finishing off on this point of Indian sciences, So I was talking about how the sciences, as far as Westerners are concerned, look for proof and proof based. Giving you an example now. I want to give you an example because just so that you can better understand what spiritual sciences are or human sciences are. You and me, Atharva, are both sick. Okay? We both have the same disease. We go to the same doctor. The tests all confirm that we have the same problem with the same amount of blood loss, blood count, whatever it is, okay, whatever it is that these tests tell you. And we are both prescribed the same medicines. Why is it the way you recover and I recover will be different?
I think that body differs from person to person, so the way someone's body works and the other one's works.
And that's what spiritual sciences or human sciences are, and that's what we were masters at.
Yeah, sir.
Our rishis spoke about astronomy thousands of years ago. And when did the Western sciences speak about astronomy?
They never had something like that, sir.
Absolutely. And 500 years ago, the world was flat according to the same sciences, and we continue to learn it today.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
The rishis did something amazing because Sanatana Dharma believes in one thing: we all come from one energy source, which is the Brahman. Right? Yes. We are all fractals of that small energy force or energy source.
Yes.
Everything else is a part of that. So we are the universe.
Yes.
We are matter, we are everything. So to understand the universe, the larger sense of the universe, to understand symmetry, to understand all of these aspects, they just need to look within. They looked within and looked at the construct and made the bigger picture. That was the difference, right? Yes, but sir. This is something that we have lost along the way. This is what has to be explained. So that's why I gave you the paracetamol example. So this also denotes one more thing, that the mind is more powerful than the body. And the sooner we understand it, the better it is. You look at the Westerners also, they have used this time and again. They have not written about it and they've not spoken about it extensively. But if you search, you will get several articles about how psychics have been used to find lost helicopters, to find lost pets, to find lost people in the Amazon jungle. That is not material science.
Yes, sure.
Where is that coming from? That is coming from spiritual sciences. And that comes from Bharata. It has gone from here elsewhere. The others are using it. We are not using it. The moment we start using it and we start speaking about it, you're looked at and looked down upon. they say कि he's doing black magic, tantric hai, this thing and that thing. There are those who have taken advantage of this also. I'm not saying no. But if it is controlled and if it is taken up by the state, and if we take it up genuinely, don't you see what a beautiful effect it will have on us?
Yes, sir.
That is what we need to look at. That is what we need to do.